us. There's somebody here. What's you? Good morning. Yo! Go chasing ghosts. Like a freight train. What is that? The GNR song. Vanguard triggers. Good morning. Here's was yesterday.
Can.
Morning, Jamin. Woo!
Got a good crowd in here this morning.
Yeah. It was off the cuff. Let's schedule one because Sick was going to be MIA for his thing for his.
Yeah, he's taking care of Keith.
Yep, and I was going to go to the VA vet. I've had that in my mind like ever since I couldn't get in last Friday because they switched their office. Of course, when I show up and I go to finally do this deed, you see the sign on the door that says, "We have moved. We are no longer going to be here, and it's limited this and limited that."
Right.
You know, so I'm like, shit. Now I'm ready to go Monday. All the way up until this morning, somebody told me that it was President's Day and that federal places like that are freaking closed.
Now you can get a discount mattress today. It's not a complete loss. You can get cheap carpet. You can get some appliances for like 20% off. You can get a discount mattress. Not all hope is lost, Moto.
Hey, Ratchet. Yeah, I could maybe get a used one with memory foam and have all the memories that was in that hole.
Did I tell you about the memory foam mattress in the semi truck?
Oh my God, that's
so bad. we had that freeze, and they shut down our whole company. Basically, they parked 1,200 trucks during the Snowmageddon.
Yeah,
and the next morning I came back to the truck, and my mattress was frozen solid.
Holy
it was like sitting on a butcher block.
How could it get that foam freeze without? Is it just real stiff?
Yeah. After you sat on it for a little bit, it warmed up and started working like it's supposed to.
Say, was there that much moisture in there?
Yeah, I was kind of wondering. Shit, did I wet the bed before I went to the hotel room?
It's supposed to be a brick. Good morning, so loud. Where did I see you? Oh, you was in Crazy D. We call it Angry D, but Crazy D. Yeah, he's been doing stuff on usually Friday night, but now he's been doing a lot on what was yesterday, Sunday night as well. It looks like.
Okay.
Recently, so. Yeah, he says, I don't know why you show up. I don't know why you're at my live, man. We're like so total opposite. I said, no, man, we're one and the same. He says, well, I get on one. I'm like screaming. I mean, hey, and he's got all that energy and excitement. I'm just like laid back and chill. And I said, that's because I hang out with stoners. I said, sometimes you absorb the energy and the things that are around you.
Oh, it's true. It's true. Yeah. And I like a variety in life. I watch so many different shows and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I got into an argument with a friend last week because I told him, well, I listen to Tucker Carlson as much as I listen to the Young Turks, and he's like, no way, they're complete enemies, they're not the same. And I was like, listen, everything's the same. Fly whatever flag you want. It's all in the same damn pole anyway.
Yeah, it's amazing those little badges we be throwing all out there all the time.
Very tribal.
Yeah.
Now, I absolutely loved that video that you recently put out, and you asked in that video about the dangers of riding every day. And did you want to kind of bring that up as a topic today? We can talk through.
Sure. Yeah. Versus, what did I say? That like versus how well that is because your skills are up and more honed. Like if you're a paying attention person, if you're on a motorcycle, And if you ever been hit before, which I have, your awareness is like, well, I don't want that to happen again, and you're looking at everything. You never trusted nobody or nothing. And that's why
That's
I'm
right.
always bitching about shit, and you hear me on most of my stuff. I'm like, gosh, because that's what I'm thinking about is not dying, you know?
Right. And I relate to it because in the trucking industry, they say the most dangerous truck drivers that are out here are the ones that have 2 years experience.
Yeah. And
Because
chill.
after 2 years, you kind of think you know everything and you get
Complacent. Yeah,
complacent.
like I got
Yes.
this truck. I know what I'm doing. I ain't got to worry. Yeah, I can get that. You're like,
And think of how much that translates to a motorcycle.
yeah,
How many times have you run over gravel in a turn and not fallen? And you're just
yeah,
like, oh, I guess
I'm
I know
good
what
this
I'm
time.
doing.
I guess, yeah, I'm good this time. I could take that a little faster the next time or not even think about it. Not even think about it. Yeah, when you watch my daughter, I've watched my daughter go down in front of me, and before that,
Literally right in front of you.
oh,
Do you have that clip handy
yeah,
by any chance?
yeah, I can find it. But uh, I had other people that when you're riding in a train of like say 6 or more, 8, 10 people, and you're
Yes.
going through stoplights, all of a sudden, and usually, right, it's given. Once you go through, you kind of everybody goes through till you get through, unless
Yes.
you're real long. Well, one guy decides he's going to slam the brake on. The guy behind him got his girlfriend on the back of a big dresser, and he has to lock his brakes up right in front of the
Oh,
hospital. Right in front of the hospital. Thank God, that was cool. Boom, bam, and they went down. I watched them. It's summer, and she's got nothing really on, like
uh-huh.
protective, and you just watch that in slow motion. You go, oh man, I'm glad I was way in the back and just watched it transpire because yeah, I don't like to get hurt like that. And what do you do? Um,
It's most of all, it's the responsibility of the ride leader
it
to,
was the lack of communication, really, and comfort, and like, oh, we always get together, we all know what to do.
uh-huh.
That complacency thing, you take shit for granted. 2 years over 20, what's that? And over 20, I might have missed some of that. Yeah, so, having if you are paying attention and when I motovlog all the time, I'm always talking about what's happening, what I'm seeing, what's going through my brain. That actually helps me
Yep.
keep very focused for
And
that
I'll tell
day.
you what, Moto, I was a driving instructor for many years. I taught people how to drive semi trucks and stuff. And one of the best exercises is to have your students like tell me everything that you see
Yeah.
while you're driving. Tell me what the bridge clearance is. Tell me, how long has that light been green? How many cars are
Yeah.
how many polar outers do you see
Yeah.
ready to attack?
What are you thinking about? Yeah.
What's your social security number? What's your VIN number?
Do you remember her name? Yes. Oh, that's what you're thinking about. You're not in the game, Yeah, when
and honestly, doing that helps with fatigue as well. When you start getting tired when you're driving and stuff, if you actually start paying attention, you don't want to be counting sheep, but
no.
keep an idea of what was the last road marker that you passed,
Yeah.
and if you
Yeah.
don't remember, you might be a little bit too tired to drive. Find a place
Wow.
to nap for a little bit.
That's an even more intense tip, for
Remember the city you're in. That happens to
Mhm.
me quite a bit. I'll be driving and I know every highway in America. I've been everywhere. And there's some times that I go, wait a second, is this Kansas City or is this Springfield? And if I can't answer that in 3 seconds, I need to stop, get some rest.
You want to be like those rock stars. Good evening, Cincinnati, and we're over there in Detroit,
Yep.
So loud says
Yep.
he was talking to his 87-year-old dad, rode all his life. He said that when you start doubting yourself, it's time to quit.
Yes. Yeah, and I think I'd mentioned that in the comment of that video is anytime you let fear take a hold, it's a good time
Oh,
to
yeah.
to back away.
Yeah, listen to your intuition, even if it's for the day. Like, I was reflecting on, things when they happen, it's like, you know what? I'm just going to chill a day. Because it does make you question when you see people get hurt. You go like, yeah. And especially like my daughter, when I watched her get hurt and fall down in front of me, I was like, you know what? F these motorcycles. They are way too dangerous. They are way too just like it's just that fast, and you didn't even know. You didn't even see it coming. Well, I wouldn't have did what she did, but
and then what do you do as a father? Do you scold her? Do you educate her? Do you go in there and start mansplaining instantly? Like, oh my God, you should have done this. You should have done that. Why didn't you do this?
We talked about getting gloves. Even gloves would have helped. It was just really hot day in July and middle of the summer, and she just forgot her gloves for the trip, and well, let's get some $20, right? Would have saved a big nice gash that was in there. Might have helped break her fall a little better for her shoulder. I don't know, but it was just crazy. How you doing, Angry D? We was just talking about you, man.
Yeah, he's
about the energy difference.
Actually, that's a good point to bring up. Is because I had this happen to me recently where I just couldn't find my motorcycle gloves anywhere. And I had to ride down to Lake City, I think, back in November to film the Living Legends race. So I stopped by a truck stop and I got a pair of leather gloves from a truck stop. It totally doesn't match my riding attire or anything like that.
Yeah.
But if anything would have happened, it would have saved my hands. So you even stop at a little hardware store. At most gas stations have.
Yeah, a pair of anything would be better than nothing, that's for sure. If you get three seconds of slide out of it, you saved maybe your skin going down to the bone.
Yeah,
for real.
And it only takes a second, and it's our natural, your body's natural reactions. Put your hands out in front of you.
Yeah. You're not going to have your face stop your fall. You're going to, hands, elbows, roll your shoulder into it, tuck, we learned all that stuff from being kids, jumping off buildings and doing shit, and ladders, whatever you were testing. You're always testing your skills. Monkey bars or flying off the little mini merry-go-round. You remember that? Or the little things, you'd get that thing flying and you'd hang on with both hands, let your feet fly. Good stuff.
And then you'd find that one friend that had a mini bike, and we'd hook it up to the little merry-go-round and get it spinning as fast as we can with the yeah.
Oh God, is that crazy? I never did that, but I could just imagine that somebody getting that idea. Wow. He says we were in a tight pack of 20 plus riders. I was the second bike, a few bikes back from the front. Car slowed to turn with right blinker on. We went to go around. She turned left.
Yep.
Surprise, surprise, surprise. So those signals really mean nothing. They're an indicator of a possible intention.
Yep. And when I was teaching, in driving school and stuff, I would say you see a turn signal, that just means the turn signal works. That doesn't mean the car is turning.
Yeah. It works, or the driver's brain dead and it's been on for the last 20 minutes.
The worst one is nothing against BMW drivers, but they all suck. The BMWs, you can't pull the turn signal down and have it click like a normal car. When you push the turn signal on a BMW, it flashes 5 seconds at a time.
Yeah.
So you have to press it twice to stop the cancel. Oh. And there's a lot of BMWs out there that I noticed that they're driving with their right turn signal on for friggin' miles.
Kind of makes you, well, if you pay attention to it, I guess it makes you think, like, you get really like, what are we doing out here, and the purpose of using it just didn't bump it.
So currently the only safe BMW drivers out there are the ones that don't use their turn signals.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
don't expect it. We all made it through. Salty says only one bike went down. It was coming back out of the ditch, hit a bike sliding on shoulder. Mercy me, mercy my.
Damn.
Rob, good morning, Rob Benjamin. Tolga, woo, good day.
Tolga, he's in Turkey.
Always cross your arms across your chest when falling. Slightly bend your knees and legs together. Hey, that might be a thought. I wouldn't have time to think of that. I'd have to practice
Yeah,
doing that to be natural.
yeah. I'd probably do that after I crashed, fell,
Yeah.
slid 500 feet.
Always gloves, helmet.
Yeah, same
Go ahead.
here.
Yeah. Have you ever had a bad fall, Carney? Anything or close or?
2018, I have a patch on my cut.
Yes.
The Survivor patch.
Yeah, man.
2018, I went down twice. One in the spring, one in the fall.
That's what that tattoo, really the tramp stamp you pointed out that I had Sterling a while ago. It was the broken wings with the screwdriver because of my elbow, and they put a little screwdriver and a screw in the wing joint. Boy,
And that's why I'm missing teeth too because of that.
from that same. Wow. Yeah.
What happened in the accident, Carney?
Which springtime car tried to take over my lane. I ended up overcorrecting and went through trees in the mountain. The second
There in
time
New
was
Mexico.
Yeah. Second time was in town on the interstate, coming up to traffic, and again somebody on their phone, and they ended up brake checking us.
Oh.
No.
So yeah, I always tell people when they try to give me shit about, meth, you done meth, and I'm like, dude, this is the taste of chrome handlebars.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah. You full face. You were wearing full face at that time? Your teeth?
Actually, no, my lids were actually strapped to my backrest.
Oh, yeah. Party foul.
Yeah.
Well, here in New Mexico, you don't have to wear
right.
helmet.
Right.
So,
but you still do now, right?
Yeah, that's like
mostly.
Every time I grab my vest, I end up grabbing my lid too.
Yeah, good for
Even
you.
if I'm getting in the cage, I'll forget just because I have a habit of grabbing my vest and grabbing my helmet.
That's awesome. That's good for you. Yeah, I went to Minnesota to visit my parents a few years ago, and they have no helmet laws. And I always grew up, with bikers and stuff around me. Like always, helmet law, they suck, man. Always bitching about having a helmet law.
Taking my freedom away.
Yeah, so that was all ingrained in my brain, and
now it's like, no, I gotta have it.
Yeah, exactly. But I went there and I thought, and I was still wearing the skid lid at that time because I didn't have the motors, which was fine. I thought that was, something, and it is. It's something is a little better than nothing. But I rode one time, like just to go get some coffee in the morning and come back wherever I was staying with my aunt or whatever, and yeah, just to say I did it, kind of, and I was very uncomfortable. It'd be like me today trying to tattoo somebody without putting gloves on first.
Yeah.
I started out that way, because nobody wore it. It wasn't a thing,
Well, I mean, it's crazy because it took me, when I got out of the studio, working in the studio, and started doing freestyle at home and stuff, I got so used to wearing gloves.
Yeah.
And everybody, and not just the gloves, but sitting there wrapping your machine too.
Yep. Everything. Yeah. It's just same with the helmet, I still wore it. My people that live there, like my cousins and stuff, they all ride, and I watch they all taking pictures and they got their hair flowing, yeah, it's a cool factor, I guess, and it's a statement. I am this, right? That's what I talk about, our egos a lot too in my videos.
Yeah.
And you get trained to think that way, and so you're just doing that, and you make an agreement that that's a freedom, that this is what I wanted. But then again, what are the ramifications once you get hurt, and who are you hurting? You're not only hurting yourself, but you end up hurting others around you just because of a conscious choice. Now, accident's accident, like shit happens, but that was just pondering. That's what some of the things I think about when I'm out there,
Yeah, definitely on the highway, helmet required. I've seen rocks come off of tires that go right through windshields, like There's one thing about these new cars, these new hybrids, especially Toyota Priuses. The tire compound is very stiff, so when those tires sling a rock, it launches a rock at a windshield. In my 2 million miles of driving, the biggest chips that I've gotten in my windshield in a semi truck have all come from Toyota Priuses.
That's a
And
lot of
imagine
observation.
well, imagine not wearing a helmet and a rock fucking gets you right in the forehead.
I know.
Try to stay upright when a rock hits you in the head at 100 mile an hour, or however fast it's coming. I mean, I hit a dragonfly. I mean, we got gigantic bugs in Florida and stuff.
Beetles and whatever else, it'll get your attention for sure. See,
fucking beetles feel like fucking rocks.
dude.
Yeah. Well, there in Nevada, we had those Mormon crickets. You remember those? They cover the roads and all that crap. Yeah.
So he headed to Milwaukee a few years back. A guy's helmet came off his sissy bar and turtled the tire of my chopper.
Oh
wow, yeah, loose garb, not thinking, taking it.
That's the thing, if you're gonna put your lid on your backrest and stuff like that, make sure it's strapped down.
Yeah.
Well,
I did. Well, that's weird. I didn't know Salty Badger rode motorcycles. I thought he just built them.
Just built them, yeah. Stayed in the timer. We love you, Salty. That was a total joke. Sterling started it.
It wasn't a joke. I meant every fucking word of it.
Yeah. Coming in strong. Tony says that crash I had, died twice. Helicopter to hospital, 5 broken ribs, back, neck, and lost a lung. But all is good, still riding. Will always. Whew.
God bless you.
No doubt.
What's going on, Tony?
Shit happens. And if you enjoy, that's another point. If you just what does it matter? You could die walking out your front door doing anything. You could die in your sleep,
You can,
right? How many of us are friends with
nurses just getting out of bed?
Yeah. Well, how many of us are friends with nurses and they tell you a story about people getting sepsis from like a friggin' hangnail and die a week later?
Yeah.
We're so fragile. It doesn't matter anymore. Like friggin' ride, enjoy your life.
These younger athletes and stuff like that with heart attacks.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't mean to be ever offending either. Well, maybe I don't do it on purpose, but the looking into wearing a helmet, because I remember Rody now, he's from Minnesota too. That's where I grew up. So I visit quite often. And so when I'm up here, stating my case, I ain't trying to belittle anybody who doesn't choose to wear one either. That is a total given right, and just for me, right, I just talk about how I think about it now as opposed to what I did. And
See, I'm
not responsible for other people's feelings. If your butt hurt, fuck you.
Yeah. Did you see me trying to smooth that out, Sterling? just shut up. Go with what you I know. I love Brody. Brody's a good dude.
Listen, wear a helmet, go fuck yourself. Don't wear a helmet, go fuck yourself.
What I do.
Any questions, go fuck yourself.
Yep.
If you're not, you like what I said about growing up in Minnesota. Yeah. It's a little different. I don't know.
But I will tell you, riding without a helmet, I've done it a few times in Florida. That day I bought the BMW and me and Eric were drag racing near his house. I wasn't wearing a helmet and loving every friggin' second of it.
Yeah. It does feel pretty good. But then you gotta make sure, like if you get older like me, you gotta make sure you got sunscreen on the top of your head.
Oh, yeah. Guess what I forgot to do? Yeah.
Yeah, you got a little thin too, right? Probably. I don't remember.
Yep.
You gotta watch it. So I really have a nice full face Bluetooth helmet. I'm still wearing half shell, but I think I'm going to start wearing my full face, And if you invest in a nice one that you're happy with and stuff like that, that may motivate you to wear it more. Like I had a real hard time transitioning to a full face.
Yes.
And buying the R1 helped me in watching people who rode those sport bikes. 99% of them rode a great quality helmet. So I was like, hey, that gives me an excuse to buy a great quality helmet, and
Yeah.
And so I just started practicing it. And on those hot 90-degree days when you're doing, it's like those were the times that were challenging. And I just kept doing it. And pretty soon you got acclimated and you were okay with it and whatever. See, I
Now,
had,
now
Mhm.
there's the the halfway point with the modular helmets, which looks like a full face helmet, but then you can flip up the lid and talk to your friends and drink your beer while you're riding and all that stuff. But
Yeah.
if
False
anyone's
sense of
watching the
security.
show, and yeah, if anyone's watching the show, we had our friend Keefob. He had a motorcycle accident. He was wearing a modular when he had his accident. He's got a broken nose, and
Yeah.
we're all curious to find out whether or not the chin bar on his modular popped open or if it was just a freak
Yeah.
accident or something like that. We're all quite concerned. He had a very nice helmet too.
So he
So
hit the freaking curb. He was all right along all that. You don't know what what the visor looks. The visor will tell some of the story, possibly.
So I like the modular just because since I wear glasses, trying to feed glasses in a full face,
I know.
I used to hate that all the time. So I went with the modular. So I could wear my glasses to put it
Yeah.
on.
Well, it's still a better step up than a lid. So,
Oh yeah. I mean,
get to where you're comfortable with what you're doing. Yep. I got one of those too. They're freaking great, for convenience, but
what brand of modular are you guys wearing?
this one's
HJC.
a Fiduci.
Does that sound right? Did I say that right? HJC or H something?
Yeah, HJC.
Yeah.
That's what I got.
It's a
Yeah,
Harley
those are
Davidson,
good ones.
but that's
And that is that the full modular that goes all the way to the back?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are. I love
Oh,
those.
not all the way to the back. I mean, they come up and stop up here.
So the other one goes all the way. It slides all the way to the back. I love those ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, those just came out last year, right?
It's been a few years. My brother, he loves his. He's had his for a couple years now.
You think about that. If you have something protruding out that would jar your head when you land and twist and do it instead of being round and smooth, I would think that could possibly add to more injury for you, do more harm.
Oh, the way those ones are. So the way
they stay flat.
Yeah, I like how they are because it like this one. If I pop it up, it's like a wind cell.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
This one goes all the way. It slides all the way. You still have the visor, everything.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Lots of pros and cons. Anyway, you make your choices and do what works for you and what's comfortable, and try not to fall.
But that's the most beautiful thing about riding a motorcycle is number one, it's our choice. And it kind of spits in the face of everybody that, wear a seatbelt and 15 airbags and motorcycles should be outlawed. And
unless you're in Cali.
They're like skeeters out there. Annoying.
Yeah.
You married a nurse. She taught me to walk again twice. God sent me a nurse. Apparently, I'm accident prone. that would be your flag, right? Like, oh, mercy.
Yeah.
Am I gonna? Yeah.
Well, I got an empty wallet. I need a rich lady.
Yeah. There you go. I see.
No more dating nurses. Just date a doctor.
I had a guy in our area that had a half shell, 3-way fork intersection. Lady cut him off. He hit a road sign post under the half lid. Seizures and grid glasses after a 2-year recovery. Never the same. Underprotected for that type of accident, right? You don't know what type you're getting. They're all bad. Usually. I mean, Keefob's is bad. He's alive and living and recovering fairly well.
Yeah.
But, holy shit. Man, put a damper
over there, making fun of his beautiful nose.
I mean, hey, fix that problem, right?
Yeah.
My sinuses are so much clearer.
Yeah, as long as he lived for us to make fun of him, it's all good.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been a great spirit and camper for sure. So I wear a helmet even though I don't have to. Yeah, in Minnesota, Rob, that's right. You Minnesotan too, and have a limited helmet law. Under 18, you have to wear a helmet, have a permit, and you have to wear a helmet. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Good.
Most places are like that until you're at the age of 18, then you'll have your your choice. Unless you're in California, then you got to wear a helmet.
Yeah.
Isn't
don't
it
buy one.
crazy how California requires you to wear a helmet and they allow lane splitting like crazy?
Oh, yeah. They're kind of covering their asses.
But like my 05 V-Star sitting in the garage downstairs, that thing is California illegal. It sits too low for their standards.
Yeah.
It's got no, turn signals. The baffles are out of it. I mean,
Great point here too by Tony. And my boss told me that one day when I was wearing my skid lid and coming into the tattoo shop, and he's like, "Well, I wear, and he was giving me the $500 helmet that he had, He says, "Yeah, well, you best, what do you got there?" He says, "It's your brain, dummy." I'm like, "Oh, yeah." Just,
Yeah.
So there is an answer to that, to this question right here. And the thing is, the reason why people don't want to pay $1,000 for a lid is because a lid only lasts X amount of time before they got to sit there and purchase another one. So you got to within 3 to 4 years before you got to get another one. And if it drops,
even if you drop it in the kitchen,
you could drop it. Yeah, you could drop
compromise the integrity,
in your kitchen. And technically, you're supposed to purchase another one. You're not supposed to use it. So some of us, drop our helmets from our bikes many times.
Yeah. In practice.
So my helmet, my head is a long oval, which is very hard to find a helmet for. And on my HJC, I actually had to carve out some of the foam in the helmet to get it to fit more comfortably. By all means. Yeah, but by all means, I should just throw the helmet away. But,
Don't do what Sterling did. He's just saying that's what he did.
Yeah, I'm illegal.
Yeah, they'll tell you don't touch none of this in there. If you touch any of it,
and all that,
they're saying, we're not taking no responsibility for the DOT that we put on it or the rating or whatever. That's out the window,
Mm-hmm.
I'm really big. I'm really big on ownership and right to repair. So I assume, anything I buy and, manipulate or change or paint, I accept full responsibility for it.
Yeah.
So, Mike,
Mike.
Blueprints are good for, because it's a solid piece, but at modulars, they do have more mechanisms and everything. So it could, they can shatter quicker. But for me, with wearing glasses all the time, I don't like taking my glasses off, trying to put my lid on.
Now, there's a thought here because there's two ways that I think to think about what Crystal's saying here. It says, I like to say something about those airbags. 2 broken collarbones, 3 broken ribs, collapsed lung. That's an airbag. But without it, right, what could happen? Now, on a small accident and that comes out, it could probably do more damage than if it didn't. But on an accident where you need it, where it save you from, life, and
that's why there's the new age airbags are actually they're depending on the severity of the accident. The airbag will not fully inflate, and on the newer cars, like the first when we had airbags in the 90s, you better watch out. You could flip a dumpster with one easily.
30-mile-an-hour bump.
And the thing is the airbag was designed for you not to wear your seatbelt.
Yeah,
it's a supplemental restraint system. So that's why they were so powerful. And then they told us, well, no, you still have to wear your seatbelt and have an airbag. And people were getting really, really messed up. So that's why the second stage airbags started coming out, second generation airbags in 1997.
Yeah, I wanted to sit there and purchase the airbag gear, motorcycle gear now. But I'm like, holy shit, I would hate to have that thing, pop out.
Yeah, after you sneeze and it pops.
Yeah.
You've seen the airbags that they got for motorcycles, right? Basically, you puff out.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Bracket, the pants. I mean, they have the whole setup now. And
Dean, they've got airbags. They've got airbags on some Gold Wings.
Yeah,
pops out of the fuel tank. It keeps you from flying over the handlebars.
Yeah, you get a smoother Exit across the front of the
Yeah.
bars, right?
Yeah. It
They should
arcs
put it
you over.
They should put it under the seat.
Yeah, they just launch you.
Yeah. Get you
Or-
out
My,
of there.
so the airbag suits are basically a Hans device. So it's supposed to lock your helmet to your body a little bit, because that's the biggest injury from getting ejected from a motorcycle is cracking your neck.
Yeah.
So that's what the airbag suits are for.
Yeah. So hardwire. Yeah. Unfortunately, I can't wear contacts. My glasses. If I take my glasses off, just this little lamp right here next to me, it don't take long where I start seeing those little flashes, and those little flashes they feel like little needles.
No.
Yeah, my light sensitivity in my eyes are very, very bad. And that's been like that since I was.
You know, the safest way you go is the way you're going, and
Yeah.
I wear contacts too. And I started out, like I said, with skid lids and stuff. I always had to wear goggles because if you didn't, those contacts from the wind will adhere and mold to your eyeball, and when you take them out at night, you'll rip that top layer off your eyeball and it feel like pink eye. So there's that, which I'll wear goggles, and then I kind of need readers I'm okay in a full face, but I got to read my phone or look at stuff, which you don't when you're riding, but I mean, once you're off the bike.
Yeah, that's why everybody freaks out. They're like, "You're wearing sunglasses at night." I was like, "No, I'm wearing my prescriptions at night."
Right. Well, you figure
I'm also very sensitive to light, and you'll see me wearing sunglasses well into the afternoon.
Oh, it could be, midnight on a dead highway, and I'm still with these on, driving or riding. Oncoming traffic really bothers me.
Especially those LED lights that we got nowadays that nobody has properly adjusted.
Oh my God, those things.
By the way, I didn't mean to minimize your accident. You talked about it earlier. She was telling about all her injuries, man. I'm sorry you went through that. Now I'm wondering what year that car was in the accident, if it was a modified type airbag or one of the ones Sterling was talking about when they first
anything pre-97 is a very dangerous airbag.
Good morning, Robert. No helmets yet can stop wind sounds at 160 mile an hour plus. No helmet yet can stop the wind sound. Yeah.
That's what earplugs are for.
It's getting hard to find that.
That's what a headset's for.
Mongo size. You get a big head? Yeah. Literally. Damn it.
Grape ape.
4X or something. Yeah, I usually have my airbag on the rear seat. That one.
Oh, jeez.
She'll love that.
Salty's gonna have to start selling more than feet picks.
Oh yeah. Says don't want a scratch cornea for sure. You know it, Charlie Rose. Man, you wear contact, you get an eyelash in your eye, you cry like a baby. You're like, oh, help me, somebody. I don't know what to do. I've had my contact and it gets so dry, and I'll be in the shower, I forget about it, and you wash your face, you put extra pressure around your eyes, and I've had it roll it somewhere where I couldn't even freaking find. I'll spend 15 minutes trying to push on the skin of my eye. And I don't know where it is. Trying to push that contact back around and where it belongs. So
gross.
Yeah, you got to really remember.
I'm sorry, but there are way cooler eyeglasses out there than digging around in your goddamn eye socket. For
I can't. I have to have it to do my job. There's no glasses made that let me tattoo where I can see great.
Really?
Yes, and I have regular prescription here for just like every day. Down here, it's a little bit magnified, but they won't put a magnification that I need to see well. It barely helps me read any better because of the way they fit in your frame and how they end up looking. I don't know. Maybe they got some more advanced stuff, but these ain't.
Yeah. With that being said, Moto, you're bringing up a good point, because I know some scientists that say the same thing, because they're dealing with microscopes and stuff like that. I'm sure there's a solution that would work for you.
Yeah.
And if not, like, talk to an optometrist and say, hey, come on down to the shop and see.
One of those guys who got the 3 rings you got to keep putting over, like, tattoo. Like, maybe I should find somebody else.
Yeah, like a jeweler, like the jeweler's glasses. Got the different
Yeah, no,
magnifications. Yeah.
maybe I should find somebody.
Kind of
who
like
can
looking at a
see.
diamond sit there with the one.
And I can see pretty
So
good, but I got to do what I got to do.
I used to do a lot of competitive rifle shooting, and I've gotten astigmatism. And I actually brought my rifle to my optometrist, and and we used his little machine where he goes, is this one better than this one? This one better than this one? This one better than this one? And he helped me dial in the scope on my rifle to deal with my astigmatism. And then I went and marked everything so I could always make sure my scope was good. But yeah, it was good times.
The worm inside. Oh, contacts? No, I've never seen that. I don't know how you could do that. So uncomfortable. You would know right away. You would be dying after the first one was stuck. But 12, no. Wow. The sound of a big bug hitting your helmet. Kabam. Yeah, I had a rock chip yesterday, behind a flatbed. Usually it's a gravel truck. But flatbed trucker right before I went into the tunnel. Smack! And I was like, wow, that sounded good. And I looked, and yep, sure enough. So now I got a piece of tape over it. I got to go get that.
A warning to all motorcycle riders: stay away from flatbedders, dump trucks, and log trucks.
Yeah.
Give them plenty of room.
Just stay away from the rigs in general.
Yeah.
When you come up to them, just get past them quick.
Yeah.
Well, Mythbusters years ago did the will an exploding semi-truck tire kill a motorcyclist? And it is probable.
Yeah.
Well, so like when we ride from here to Tennessee, going through Oklahoma, North Texas, Oklahoma area on 40, those wind gusts going through there, and then going next to a rig, you get that undertow, and it'll actually pull the bike towards the trailer.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
and the thing is,
and get past them.
And it's worse because, the last 10 years, because of EPA and stuff like that, they're putting skirts on these trailers. That actually generates more of a vacuum if you're riding next to a trailer that has skirts like the trailers that I pull. Yeah. So if you're a motorcycle, and I see a lot of groups where you got the guy hogging the center line, looking all cool. Don't do that. Stay away from any skirted trailer, especially when there's 35, 40 mile an hour crosswinds.
So
that'll learn
when we start getting past the rig, what we do is when we're in the left lane,
hammer lane,
we'll sit there and single up. Everybody get into first position and just zoom right past the rig.
Perfect.
It makes it so much easier. That way, anybody in third lane is not getting pulled.
Yeah, these have no lines.
And that way you're not sneaking up on the rider, on the truck driver. A lot of times they'll look in their mirror and panic when they see a group of riders.
Oh, yeah. When they see a pack coming in like that, you start seeing the swaying and everything. And you know what? Just single up, get past them. Once they see, 1, 2, 3 bikes lined up and they look in their mirror and see more, they try to hug the right side so they can get you to pass through.
I always do, yeah.
What do you got for a link there, Robert? I'm trying to see what it.
And by the way, if you're riding a motorcycle and you do the arm pump, I will honk at you.
Yeah.
It's not just for kids.
Yes.
Do you see that very often?
Yes.
Yeah,
oh, yeah,
that's great.
Yeah.
I do it all the time when I ride.
Yeah.
If I see a driver sitting there and they wave to me, I'll sit there and do the pump.
Yeah.
And seeing the smile on their face and your smile, it makes the ride so much better.
Breaks the monotony of the day too. Yeah.
It does. It's funny. Like every once in a while, a car won't pass me, and I'll see it slow down, and then I'll see the right rear window.
Do you still wave once in a while at people when you're in your car and you see a motorcycle? Like you forget you're not on your motorcycle. You still be waving. Nothing wrong with waving, no matter if you're in the car or not. But it's just kind of funny. Like it's such an automatic thing that
the air horn. It don't matter if it's on a rig or if it's on a train. The air horn is always a nice thing.
Yeah. What does this say? Woman has 23 contact lenses removed from her eye. A doctor discusses the viral video.
Wow. That's
Oh
crazy.
my God. Look at that. Look at the green goo up there. What is wrong with people?
Everything.
Good Lord. I ain't even gonna look at that one. Thank you, Robert, though. That's good.
Yeah. Thanks for getting Moto demonetized.
That was terrible. Yeah. Ah.
Craziness in the world.
Yeah. Next video was how many contacts were shoved up somebody's ass.
Oh my God. There it is. Got one pulled out.
Barf.
Yeah, when you said graphic content, I had to go back and visit, because I'm that guy, right? Oh my God. Look at all those. Woo! Yeah, that was a I douche right there.
Yeah, that's all of that. That's all full of shit.
Woo! There, she got rid of it.
Oh man, that's just nasty.
Yeah, she should not, have her head examined.
Why
real.
would you keep putting contacts? I mean, eventually you put the same. You're putting the same
Mm-hmm.
over on layer over layer. Eventually, you're not going to see shit, or it's going to be blurry as fuck.
Well, maybe she didn't know how to read and thought it said dissolvable instead of disposable.
Yeah, dissolvable. Yeah.
Yeah.
30, 45
That
mile
was
wind
good.
gusts traveling home from Florida to New York. 2 days of cold, fighting trucks passing you, hugging the right white line. They pull you all the way across the lane into them. Vacuum.
Yep.
The goo is the lens. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that. She must have had like a green tint put on them. So worst thing you can do in rain is be right up on the truck's ass. If I can't get around a log or an alligator, I'm going to split it. You'll never see it before you eat your handlebars.
Yeah. So, I can't remember if it was last year before. Downpour. We're headed to Tennessee. We almost got taken out by the military vehicles.
How you doing, Mina? Mina Lita. How are you? Started seeing her on your channel there, Sterling, I believe.
Yep.
She was like 70 years old. Yes, been very, very nice. Went and visited her channel, and she comes over and says hi quite often. She's like 70 years old and just didn't realize. Well, you can't, but if you ever wore a contact and you lost one, it was in there. It is annoying as shit. It does not. Like when they're in place, they're very smooth. You don't know they're there, but you get one back up there and off and blink. It just constant irritation, constant. And 20 of them? Holy shit. Your eyeball had to have been 3 times the size.
I'm surprised she could blink.
Yeah, or see. Yeah.
Or maybe she could see really good, like X-ray.
Yeah. Like, hey, this is great. So yeah, showing me those images just turned my stomach. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Moto. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Let's pass the buck to Rob. He's all the way over in California. He can't touch us at the moment. And we just blame it on you, Rob.
Yes.
Yeah, Rob.
See, normally I would just, blame a prospect.
Great share, though. It was a great share. Says I got caught in the rain for the first time last week. First time. Wasn't as bad as I thought it'd be. I kind of actually enjoyed it. Yeah, rain rides are not that bad. I treat rain when I'm on a motorcycle. I treat it like ice.
Yeah.
I really
do.
Like,
especially like in California where he's at, and it rains, not a whole lot. That first couple of days when it rains, it gets real greasy. Yep.
Water and fluids from your vehicles on that road, especially as we know at the intersections where they get time to sit and build up.
The worst place to ride is anywhere near a truck stop. Because a lot of times the truck drivers forget to put the fuel cap on their fuel tanks.
not just that, depending on where the location is too, sometimes the driveways are torn up.
Yeah. You'd think they would scrub and wash those areas down more because that's really like where you need all your braking power is at intersections, right? 90% of the time. And you got nothing but fluids there built up for who knows how many cars a day. Thousands. Very true, Bros. Found a deer pop out under a truck that was already flat but caught in heavy traffic, backed off, way off, but nowhere to go half mile after the lumber. Yeah, this is a real good point too to make when we was talking about night riding. Is even though you're at a safe distance behind somebody where you could brake and stop, if a mattress pops up in the middle of the road or a piece of deer like that, and you don't have time to see it, maybe you blinked away just for 1 second to look to the left of you, and all of a sudden that's in the road. You didn't see it right away. You've gotten less than half that safe driving distance you used to have. So, I mean, that's just stuff to really think about that you can think about that will save your ass out there and make you more aware of. Yeah, good. How you doing, Mike? But yeah, good points. What do you think, Mike?
I think everyone's gay but me.
You nailed that.
Why are you gay?
Why are you gay?
That just means you'll have a lot of friends.
There's motherfuckers.
I was just looking at your channel today going, man, you got some cool pictures and the way you got yourself up there and perceived and on the mic and how those patches, how they kind of come up on you. And then the other one sitting there with your leg and everything and all that. I'm like,
oh, you're talking to me.
Yeah, man. I'm looking at your channel, looking at your,
I appreciate that.
No, I ponder those things and I look and I think, well, how did Mike and you like because of that? And I'm just, I'm over judging, but trying to see what you do, and learn from it. And it was just interesting.
I appreciate that. Thank you, Moto.
I appreciate you, bro. What is a prospect? Tell Rob.
It's a potential family member
or hazard. That's where you find out, though, right? Prospect.
Well, that's where we're prospecting them.
Yeah.
And then you got to remember, they actually prospect us first. They hang around us first to prospect the club. And then once we prospect you, now it's like, all right, now we're prospecting you.
Oh, yeah. Well, you see, they only get the fun part. Like when I used to hang around with someone, like, hey, man, these guys would be fun, and next thing you know, you got this stuff on, and then you find out where the real work comes in and the real commitment and the real.
Oh, yeah. Man, I'll tell you one thing. I worked my ass off as a prospect for like almost a year. And I'll tell you one thing. The work didn't start until I got fully patched.
Yeah.
Once I got fully patched, now it was time to actually go to work.
Yeah. Wow.
For years and years and years after that,
Yeah. I guess you observing characteristic, he'll be fit for that when it comes, and that's where I guess smart club members will do that unless they're looking to use somebody, but
which happens all too often too.
Yeah. So my truck changes its oil every week. My truck changes its oil every week or so, probably a bit slick where I've been parked.
Damn, you got to get that shit tuned up and fixed up so it's not changing oil itself every week.
Yeah. I have never saw that allure to clubs, but appreciate all they do for the communities around here. Yeah. Yeah, it's not.
Oh, yeah.
That's what we're all about.
Basically, they're the whipping boys. They clean the toilets. They do all the shit work guys don't want to do. Yeah, I remember cleaning gutters and stuff. That was actually a thing.
What's funny is in my organization, even though prospects were, the ones that, you're testing them out, seeing if they can do the shit, blah, blah, blah. But our organization never berated or downplayed or like we would. As dudes, we'd fuck around, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it has nothing to do with like, oh, you're a prospect, you're below us. So now we're going to fucking treat you like a piece of shit. I've always said, if you have an organization that's treating you like a piece of shit during that time, you need to get the fuck out.
You see, So you find out like sensitivities and stuff. I say, wouldn't that be great if you could translate to like your business kind of like that you do now into voters? That they need to be prospected first, and find out if they're even worthy to cast a vote. Like I look at myself and go like, I'm not educated enough to know, and that's my own fault because I could do that on my own or try to make a vote that, I might do more harm than good at some point.
So yeah, here's my whole thing on that. Just to skip all of that and instead of having different layers, just have voter ID. Just have voter ID. That's all.
Yeah. It's how simple as that, right?
Yeah. Like I need an ID to go buy liquor, cigarettes. I need all, but meanwhile, to vote who's making the laws.
Yeah.
I don't have to have an ID.
Yeah, and like that's not important enough.
I have to have an ID just to purchase, a sidearm.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I had to show my ID when I joined Antifa.
Yeah, they want to know who they're getting, huh?
You just gave them a little side boob and they said, "Oh, you're in."
Yeah.
You're in. I know you always say side boob, like when we refer.
Yeah, those guys like men's side boobs.
That's what it is. They have man boobs.
Yeah,
that's the easiest way to get popular on YouTube is side boobs.
That's what I was referring to. You're saying
I would assume that most of those Antifa guys are virgins. I would assume.
I don't know if anal counts as virginity.
Damn.
They may have done a lot of receiving,
Receivers only. Receivers only.
But more to what you were asking there, Moto. Everything that Mike has gone through, and we've had discussions about his past and where he's going and stuff.
Yeah.
Everything is politics, my friend.
Yeah.
Yep. That's where I learned it all was from my past life, and it taught me how to become a politician. And whether that's a good or bad thing, I would assume good because of my ideologies and my worldviews and stuff like that. But it taught me how to deal with politics on a level where you're actually in danger. These guys are not actually in danger. These guys are fucking off each other, jerking off each other. That's what happens. Their life is not actually in danger. Meanwhile, we're negotiating on the street to stay alive. And if I'm set up for that kind of situation, then going into actual politics is kind of a cakewalk.
Yeah.
Well, you got politics in business itself. You got politics.
That's right. Prison.
In the clubs.
It wouldn't matter. Yep.
Yeah.
Life is all big politic fucking theater. That's all it is.
Yep.
My divorce lawyer was the first one to tell me everything is politics, no matter what.
Yep. Every bit of it. Which is sad. But we're trying to make that change happen.
But you got to realize that politics is a tool to be used and wielded, and you can be offended by it, but that just means your politics aren't as strong as the person that's using politics against you.
Facts.
All right. I'm cutting and pasting here, so don't mind me for a second. You know what I'm cutting and pasting, don't you? I'll do.
Doing the ones and twos.
The redirect.
0-1.
A morning redirect.
I already did that. Everybody on Carney's ride, you'll be redirected over to Mike Ball's. St. Will's.
Appreciate that.
Show, so
thank you, guys.
Tell us how much you love us, Mike, please.
What's on the menu today, Mike?
So I have it set up, but I'm rolling real quick. So I don't have it in front of me, but we're going to be talking about Nancy Guthrie a little bit today. It's not going to be my main story. It's really going to be, we're going to be talking about Iran today, like a little heavy. So, yep. But always every single Monday, I'm trying to catch up from Saturday, Sunday. And so it's like it's always a long news morning for Monday.
Okay. I've got this. I've got that. I think we're good. Woo.
Got it, Moto?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
If not, you're fired.
I just got to go by and say howdy on the other chats. Now you just don't got commitment to one. You got commitment to 2 chats on a person's channel.
Yeah, it wasn't good enough with just having one, huh?
I know. Well, that's for the mainstream people who just come by and want to come see, us, the community, more of the people are the ones that are going to go out of their way to make sure they're doing all that. Otherwise, it's just a convenience for your general audience, right?
Right.
So we're the ones that make work out of it. Not like it's work, but I mean, it can be some days. Some days, like
Totally. I look at it as all work. You know what I mean?
It is. I mean, technically. Fob, I'm sure he's with Fob today.
Yeah. When does Sitka come back from that whole thing? Because he's going to be spending a few days with him.
No, I think he's able to ride back and forth. It's like 8-10 miles away.
Yeah.
Not too far.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, he made it to that hospital before Brainy did. That's how far away.
Yeah.
Okay, I knew it was somewhat close, but I didn't realize it was like that for him. So that's good. That's great.
Yeah.
It's good for Fob. That's good for Sig.
That's funny. It makes some of
We had a pretty good show on Saturday.
That was good times, bro. That was good times. I rarely ever bring anybody on ever. So that was super fun.
Oh, you're talking about the members live that me and you did, Mike?
Yeah.
Well, I missed that. I guess there's a replay. I have membership now, so thanks to the whoever handed it out to me.
Probably Sterling.
Yeah. I wish I could be members for everybody's. Boy, did you see that super chat the other day on Saturday on my live there, Sterling? Did you stay around?
Yeah, I seen Wheelburner drop the
holy shit. Yeah. I said, I'll cover the rest. I'm thinking, maybe $40, $60. Wheelburner doesn't do usually small, and he put what $400 Canadian dollars, which is what was it, $298, almost $300, and then I said I'd cover the 30. I was like, well, half, and I just donated some. I'm not regretting it. I'm just like,
but to be clear, he said he would help you clear that extra 30%.
Before he did that not to do that, like that was enough. Like, gosh, dang. I mean,
yeah, what's funny is as soon as you said, like when he was asking in the chat, like, hey, if I donate, will you? And then you were like, yeah, I'll go ahead. In my head, I go, this motherfucker's about to drop a bomb and Moto's going to come out of pocket.
You don't know.
And that's exactly what fucking happened. I'm like, oh, dude, I should have said something.
It's okay. No, man.
No, but you got to keep in mind, Wheelburner and I have done this before. So we understand what
the
brutal cut and all that stuff. I would have helped too if it needed to happen.
Right.
Well, it helped me get out of the zone too. It isn't like it's going to kill me. It's not great. Like, well, cam tensioners are going to wait a little bit longer, aren't they? That's okay. And what's more important is, Fob having some help to get through the freaking insane time of his life right now. I mean, that gratitude will come back through the universe, whatever, somehow, some way anyway. So whenever you
we always got to help our brothers.
Yeah.
That's right.
Hope everybody has a great and wonderful day. Thank you, Red Bull Princess. Peace to you.
Moto, can you put the QR code down the center screen?
I can. Yeah, I got it here and ready. I just never have done it. Where are you, Mouse?
So there's a QR code right here, next to me. That's Keepob's Cash App.
And this is
There's
PayPal.
PayPal right here, the big one.
And pinned in the chat is his other
crowdfunding.
Yeah, let's look at the totals at that. I want to show you guys because
that'd be awesome.
They have gone up. Let me put this back down. There we go. Yeah. Look at this.
So it's sponsored by Law Tigers. It's Help V.
Right there.
Good shit.
Bring it up.
What are we sitting at?
$1,190. It was
Hey, can you put that link up in the back chat?
It was $720 once we were Saturday night, and then Sterling went over there and changed that. I threw a little bit in there. And so that was around, I don't remember what it was. But anyway, it's gone up considerably.
Very good.
You know, goal is for what, $3,500 it looks like. So,
And
I'm
go
sure
to
that is
Adventures.
enough, but
Adventures Key Fob is his YouTube channel. And you can also look at the links there if you need to.
Yeah, anybody in the chat at any time ever has a question about trying to get something to, I mean, people have spoke up to us before, and we'll try to redirect you the best way we can to help them out. So let's see. I put that back up. Here we go. Here we go.
Excellent.
Coolidge. Yeah, and you point your phone to that, it will work. And they got a way you can do it. I didn't know if you have Lens or something on your phone, because you can't, if you're on your phone watching the stream, you can't obviously take a screenshot of your, or, you know, point with your camera. But there's a
but if you're watching on a computer or on your TV, just scan that code.
But yeah, no, there's a thing a guy was saying, well, he could do it on his phone. So he's got this app, it's called Lens or something, and I guess it looks through.
Well, I'll tell you how to do it. As all you do is screenshot the screen while you're on it. Like right now, if I wanted to do it, I would screenshot it, and then I would go to my pictures and click that QR code, and then boom, it would, like on that little corner, I would screenshot, go to my photos, hit that little corner, and boom, it would go to the Cash App or whatever.
Really?
Exactly.
Yeah. That's Apple and Android both do it.
Oh, man. Oh, you remember that thing about dropping those links in a YouTube vertical the other day?
Yes.
Yeah, you guys figured it out online.
Somebody taught me how. I was just wondering, did you figure it out?
No, I've never been able to figure that out. Like I heard what you said about it though. I was like, what?
Right. So I go back either if I'm on my phone, I just go back to my home page, MotoBaum.
And then you go to liked videos.
Yeah, in the history, and I'll find the liked videos section. I'll re-enter the live stream that I was just on through my liked videos, and for some reason, that lets you activate.
Well, here's the problem with that though. So let's just say I do the exact same thing for my live stream, right? So if I do that exact same thing and I drop a link into the vertical, yes, I will be able to see the hyperlink, but everybody else that didn't do that won't be able to click it.
Right.
Well, everybody was able to click it. That wasn't.
No, not me.
No, that's what I was wanting to know. But Smoke could, but he didn't even know that process. So I don't know why.
I don't know how he did that, or maybe you listened to what you said.
Your entire chat is what you're saying would have to jump out, go back in through their own liked videos and find the live stream that they were on to be able to.
Which only 0.00001% of people are going to do.
I know that.
And then a lot of times you have to be a moderator on that channel to click a link.
Okay.
Oh, that's lame.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, I'm not really sure why they do that with the whole vertical side. I'm not really sure, actually. I think it's got to be like an
they want to keep everybody on
the vertical exactly.
Live thing.
That makes sense.
Yeah, vertical is where the money is right now, and they don't want anyone. You know, they want you locked on that screen. They don't want you leaving.
That totally makes sense.
You're making them money, right?
Yep.
I see Law Tigers pull off the advertising and affiliations with Easy Rider. Yeah, that's been a big deal. Y'all been hearing that, like a lot of channels been talking about bashing the Easy Rider thing with good reason. That's something though from the 70s, right? This thing.
They brought it on themselves.
Yeah. Well, you can't.
I don't even know what happened.
Oh, about
so they ran an article where a guy was talking about his time in the bars and picking up girls from high school, and she was only 13 and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's not going to go well.
Yeah, like that was, all ego shit, and telling these stories of, wow, they were all wanting to get on my motorcycle, and I took this one and did this.
That shit is so like,
yeah.
I often wonder, like, with people like that, aside from what they've got to prove, like, what is their actual problem?
Yeah.
Like, people like that's an issue.
Now, it didn't make it to print. It made it to their web magazine. So luckily it got caught before, I don't know if
Yeah.
it was going to go to print, but yeah, we have
Right.
some friends that are affiliated that have pulled their support.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's great. Said there was $100 donated during Tara's live last night. Says I don't know who it was from.
Oh, that's great.
Not live though, but we'll be playing for key fob donations this weekend as well. Any requests, let me know. Leave a comment
good.
on the last video.
So go into your YouTube studio and you will see donations, and go under monetization, and it'll show a list of every super chat, and you can see who.
Yeah. Yeah, mine just showed up. It took about a day or so for wheel burners to show up, and then it finally showed up where it was. So
Usually it gets processed by the 21st of every month. So I've already made the promise that on the 26th, I'm going to donate all my YouTube revenue for this month. We're already up to like $200 because,
put mine out there right away.
People have stopped super chatting for some damn reason.
That's weird, ain't it? Well, I ain't going to be able to do much for a while, that's for sure. So I was just going to.
Yeah.
But.
Oh, between all the coffee cups that you just bought.
I know there's $150 worth of coffee cups. I can't even buy one of my own, to have one too. Yeah, it's okay. I got a coffee.
Well, I'm saving up money because we're 24 days away from the camp out. Forgotten Angels.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to save money for that.
That's right.
Yeah.
So if any of you want feet pics, you're gonna have to pay a lot.
It's like phone.
It's like me, I'm gonna be heading out here soon. I think we fly out Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be over by Mobile.
Hey, I gotta do something. Yeah. Be right
Moto's
back.
gotta poop. Moto's gotta poop.
Very close.
Hey, I got controls.
This is what I have to do. I had all that. Well, yeah, the smoothie could do, but it's not.
The smoothie.
I already took care of that earlier.
Yeah. Well, you might want to mute your mic so we can't hear you. Now we have control.
Good times. Good times.
Oh, right.
Any plans for the week, Mike? I know you're doing the campaign trail.
Yeah, we got a few things. We actually just secured a venue for us to do a big event. We've got a couple of U.S. senators coming to speak at it. We've got a couple of state senators from, believe it or not, one from Michigan or some shit, and one from New York. I thought that shit was going to be interesting.
Okay.
But they're coming to speak. This is our gathering, and they're all coming in support of what we're doing and doing kind of like a fundraiser on top of it. So
very good.
Yeah. So it's just kind of planning, working with the people, the vendors, all this shit. Good times.
How's the weather holding up on that side of the country?
It was rainy a little bit yesterday. Now it's completely beautiful. I think it's like 70 degrees.
Nice.
Yeah, here, look. Watch
Yeah,
this.
I'll be over in that area this weekend.
Let me see how I can do this switch. There we go. Hold on.
Whoa.
That looks nice. Hold on. Where is he? Everything changed.
I'm gonna grab another coffee too.
There you go.
Good times.
That looks
Beautiful
nice
property.
out there.
It's beautiful out right now.
We need to get you on a motorcycle, Mike.
You got the money?
No. What's your name? Who's this? Wrong number. New phone.
New phone. Who this? Yeah, good times.
If you ever get down to the camp
now.
out, though, if you ever get down to the Forgotten Angels camp out, you will get a bike.
Oh well, I'll totally go just to go. Like that doesn't mean I can't show up in my car or some shit.
Oh, yeah.
I'd have to find my heel toe shifter because I still got it, but it's only designed for a Dyna. You know, that's kind of like the only problem. But
Very good.
yeah, I've ridden my buddies like road glide and street glides and stuff like that. The truth is, they're too fucking heavy for me. They were already too heavy for me before I lost my leg. I'm a
Sure.
little dude, you know.
All right. Thanks for holding the fort down, you guys.
Of course, Moto.
Yeah, now you've got to money me. Because
Yeah.
What do you mean now?
money
Yeah,
me
we are.
down.
We held down the fort. It's going to cost you $200 a minute.
You
That's
need
right.
Money me now. That's the
That's
times
right.
when you wish I could borrow other people's shit, man. That'd be
Yeah.
great.
Rob Peter to pay Paul.
Yeah. Woo. Okay. What do we got?
Feeling better? Did you lose some weight?
Oh my God. No, I was a lot of water.
Did you write your name in the
I don't
snow?
know. I had to pee, damn it. It wasn't the poop. Not pooping. There we go. Oh, hey, that's a little key fob. Look at that. The coffee cup shows right there. Isn't that cool?
That is
Very
nice.
good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. See, extra, what, $40 a month? You can show
Totally.
the coffee cup for the second camera. Freaking.
All right, you guys. I gotta unfortunately
Great.
run. I
Thanks,
gotta
man.
answer this call real quick,
see
and
ya.
then
All right.
I'll see you guys here in
See
a
ya,
little
Mike.
bit.
Thanks for
But
coming.
thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you.
So at the top of the hour, we will be redirected over to Mike Ball.
Woo!
About 15
Won't be
minutes.
long. Yeah, I know. And I got the day. Oh no, I'm gonna go see. Yeah, grandbaby's getting an orthodontist appointment, so I'll meet my daughter and grandbaby today, and we'll hopefully do a lunch together.
Nice.
Very good.
Exciting day. Yeah, I was totally gonna get my VA thing taken care of. Now I don't know when I'll do it. Probably be Friday. I keep putting it off. It keeps getting put off, and I don't know. Here's what it is. You can actually make the appointment online, but I want to go in and do it. Talk to somebody, you know, that online, you know, it's just like putting it out.
You're allowed to manage yourself there, Moto.
What's that mean? Manage what?
Appointment and just go.
Yeah. Well, today
You're allowed to
they-
manage yourself.
Yeah, they have it's a holiday. You know. So they're not open. And then tomorrow,
It's a shame.
next
President's
3 days,
Day.
I have this morning coffee, and it starts at 9:30. They take walk-ins between 8:30 and 11:30. So maybe I could just shut down early and go, so I can at least make it there. But
Listen,
they
you
have a
don't even
limit-
have
they
to
take-
do this.
They take
You
limited.
can walk away for a day.
They take limited. What do they call it? Limited walk-ins. So I
That's
don't know what that
right.
means. So I'm thinking like I should be one of those first ones there in the morning.
Yeah, just do that. You don't have
You
to do
know.
this every day.
No.
Take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Nobody's
It'll,
dropping super chats anyway. Fuck them.
It'll happen.
Yeah.
You're not getting
Maybe-
paid for this.
No. It's all right. I'll enjoy being here with y'all.
Yeah, but you got to take care of yourself.
That sound noble?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it is. I do. I like this. That's why I did it today, you know, as I knew it was an open spot and wouldn't be stepping on. Not worry too much about that, but do it the coffee show in the mornings, because that's why I quit doing. I was doing a Monday through Saturday for like
That's
a
brutal.
few months, and it just got to be too much. And then doing my Saturday thing at night, but that's when the live stream was all fresh and new, and I'd had this StreamYard, and people were showing up all the time. It was a lot of fun. It still is, but it was too much. It was like, you know, how you're being with everybody too much, and pretty soon it gets a little edgy, or can, and I didn't want to
Yeah.
burn out, and
Yeah.
had to step away and manage myself.
The second, like I just told you, the
Yeah.
second it stops being fun, you got to back away from it.
Yeah. Yeah, it was fun, but I knew it was going to be a burnout and a chore at some point. Red Bull Princess, yeah, that he's in it. Rody knows. Small, take care of it. It will only take a bit, yeah. And then the future develops to the future, and it may allow to give you more legacy to the grandkids. Yeah, something I know it. Yeah,
100%.
yeah, technical stuff and all the stuff they're going to ask and got to find out. And but they got people there that help you do that. That's why I'm going there to do the appointments. They're just filing it online and doing it there and trying to figure out and have the documents I need. I have no clue how resources to do that. I wasn't in the military in 83 to 86, 82 to 86, excuse me.
But honestly, your vicinity to Washington D.C. and the military that's there, where you live and stuff,
Yeah.
like you're in a prime area to get this taken care of. At least you're not trying to do it from middle Utah somewhere or something.
A lot of their records they had like a big warehouse fire, and like when I had to get a copy of something, I can't remember what it was. I think I've always had my DD 214 or whatever it is they call. That's your little paper that says how you got discharged and all your credentials of a military person saying, here, he did this, he did that. It was honorable, and boom, proof that you did your time.
Very good.
So I have that. But anyway, yeah, so they lost a lot of records, so I don't know, but we got to be looking into medical stuff as well. So what happened? I was in Hawaii, not much, but hey, if I can get a little extra health care over it, other than just daily or yearly exams, it'll be a bonus.
Well, you earned it. Yeah. 2-4 is asking for a key fob update. I haven't heard anything this morning, so I can only assume it's good news. They put him in a new room, and I know sick bastard's spending more time with them, so he's getting proper care.
All right. Yeah, I mentioned, I was trying to get old Mac. He has an appointment today as well. Everybody got appointments today, so that's good. I like a little bit of a fresh roundup of faces and crowds and stuff, and in here.
We had good topics.
You know what I mean? Yeah. We started out with a great topic. Thank you for bringing that up. Something about my video too,
Never hurts to self-promote. By the way,
I
I want everybody to go over to my channel, desubscribe, unlike, counteract, and disavow.
Immediately. And tell everybody to never, ever drop a super chat. No, shut up.
Ever. No super chats. Don't even acknowledge me. Don't look me in the eyes either.
Sterling who?
Yeah.
Is that Sterling Silver? Yeah. I could use some of that.
No, it's steering wheel.
Steering wheel. That's all you'll get. When you look them up, you just get steering wheel. Oh, so yeah, good day. Thank you for those who showed up. We won't be too far away yet. 10:52 who showed up and supported the show and contributed, and a lot of people had great comments out there. I wanted to read more. I did get to go. What did you say here? Did Moto fall in? Yeah. When I was that what was going on when I was gone?
We were timing you.
Was we wisecracking?
Yeah.
That's what friends are for.
Yeah, 3.5 minutes. So it was either a violent shit or an easy piss.
No, it was a long pee, I'll tell you that. And then I was like, okay. I was sitting here. This is something I shouldn't have to ask, but I was sitting here and I saw something caught my eye. It's a freaking mouse. Have you ever seen a mouse ballsy enough? I haven't seen a mouse ever in my life. It was right here down by my feet. And then I followed him around, went and I saw he's in a closet now over there. And I'm like, what am I going to have to get them sticky trap things or something to call them out? And I don't care. I'll even use poison like up in the attic, Right. I don't care if they die
that's
for so long.
That's the mouse that allowed you to see him. There's probably more than one.
Mm-hmm.
Check your amps. Check your amps. They like to crawl in behind your cabinets and stuff like that. So I had that issue with my bass amp.
Yeah, this is a sealed, but yeah. Well, like roaches, I don't have those, but they love electronics. Like if you had like this receiver Even my amp, when I used to, we played out in a roach place, man, you know, where we could practice for free. And that guy had so many freaking roaches in there. You'd come turn your stuff on. As soon as it heat up, you could just watch the roaches freaking leave. And that's where we practiced our band practice and did shit. You know, we didn't care. We were partying, having a good time. But yeah, what that does is it will strip and damage your electronics, and they'll be no good at some point. I think I might be full of shit, but it's not good to have bugs in your shit.
Never. I don't know if you can see on your vertical live moto, but it just shows you on the screen.
Oh yeah, why is that? What am I in a certain mode? Let me see here. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, Carney had to switch things around.
That still does it, don't it?
It's okay.
Let me see. Oh, where did you have it at? Over here? Is that what you did, Carney? What did you have it on, man? Put it back wherever it was, just so I know.
I just had us on the board. I didn't have key fobs. Yeah.
That'll work. It's always good to show the faces.
We're about done anyway here. If anybody wants me to flash it up, that's how we did it. There and over and on the side. Now we're all underneath. That works out just great.
Yeah. Had a really good show.
Yeah, thanks for coming. Thanks for showing up. I wasn't sure if you were. I knew you did your premiere and stuff this morning, and I didn't know what was happening. So
yeah, had a little time on my hands.
There you go. Hey, Naomi. Good morning.
Hey, Naomi.
Ever poison mouse ate by a cat or dog? Yeah. If you have that, you don't.
Yeah, you don't want to poison. Yeah.
I woke up and for some reason I look at my email and I'm like, what?
Yeah. Yeah, we do have a cat in the house. It's confined to one room and one room only. So that's
why you have a mouse.
That's what I was thinking. I said I could let that, It's either that or you get the cat all over the house and here and up on your counters, and they like to explore. Yeah, I hope you're doing good. I know you're probably waiting for some spring age up there. Everybody with winter. We're about middle of winter though, aren't we now, or a little over?
It's starting to wind down. Second week of February now.
Yeah.
It'll start greening up another month.
After March, we can start celebrating more.
I was cruising through Nebraska yesterday, the day before, and it was already up to the 60s in some spots.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought you was back home there for a while with some of the sights we were seeing, like your old home. I can't believe what you did. 20-some years over there. 20-some years.
I moved to Reno in 2000.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 25 years living in northern Nevada. Left California because I wanted to be an adult. California lost its fun.
What time are we at? 12:57.
9:57.
Let's see. Might as well wrap it up here now. You get to Mike Balls a little early. You can start saying hi in the chat early and say what's up to everybody and give him a hello and a like and a comment or whatever you can do that'll help Mike out, because he helps a lot of people out too. Even if you can't stay and watch the show.
Drop a bunch of motorcycle icons.
Something, and we know you're there, and that's cool. End of April into May for leaves and budding up. And here, in Lakeshore, Lake Ontario, it keeps it cold. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's like you're living next to. You got to wait for the ice cube to melt too, which puts off a lot of radiant coldness. 80 here one day and 40 the next. Rain, mud, dust, wind. All right. Let me see here. We'll go like this. We'll do this. I'll get that.
Got the key fob outro?
There we are. Yep, I do. Exactly what we're going to do.
Not one super chat, Steve.
All right.
He was leaving our house when he did that outro. So every time I see that, it's like, oh, that's the
really?
dirt road to our house. Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Thanks, Big Dan. Good day to y'all. Thank you, Tara. Whoever's left in here, Rhodey and Naomi. Much love and peace and all.
Forgotten Angels is lit up by Cindy and David, but what they do is they take the young men and women who have been aged up and out of the foster care system. Now, Keefob, what do you mean by up in the foster care system? Well, the foster care system stops taking care of you once you reach the age of 18. That's what I mean by up. as in you grew up in the foster care system and out of. As in 18, you are no longer a part of it. You are out of it. You are now a legal adult. This should be a time for celebration. You are a foster child that has been aged up and out of the system on your 18th birthday, because on your 18th birthday, your foster parents come to you and they hand you all of your belongings inside of a trash bag, and they tell you to hit the streets, get out on the road, get out of my house. You are no longer my problem. Now, this shouldn't be anything new from you, because you are in a foster farming situation. You've seen other kids age up and out of this household already. You know the deal. You know what's up. You know you are leaving this house never to come back. And on your 18th birthday, you are homeless. Homeless and hopeless, because your foster parents didn't take care of you. They didn't give you the tools and techniques you need to survive life.
You can find a link to Forgotten Angels in the description. Find out more about them or donate. Also, you can find a link to Chief Bob's homepage on his YouTube channel, and same with mine. Go out and be of service.
Have a good day.